The African Development Bank sees nothing wrong in developing countries like Nigeria taking Chinese loans, provided the monies are rightly used. It also wants African economies to be more involved in global trade. Lara Forlion reports.
The International Monetary Fund, at its spring meetings earlier this year, advised emerging markets like Nigeria to be cautious in taking loans from China. It expects them to be especially careful of such loan conditions and ensure they conform to Paris Club arrangements. The African Development Bank, on its part, feels Chinese loans should be beneficial to receiving economies. Its chief economist reasons that projections of China becoming the world's biggest economy makes it a relevant nation to have ties with.
There's nothing wrong with taking loans if, first, the conditions of the loan are well negotiated and good and meet the market test. And second, if you use the money for productive infrastructure.
The Development Finance Institution also tells African economies like Nigeria to be more involved in the global value chain through international trade.
We need to see that African economies are getting into global value chains, not just to sell unprocessed raw commodities, but transform goods, process goods, creating value addition, creating jobs locally.
Nigeria recently signed the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, and the bank is anticipative this will advance the country's economic integration with the rest of the continent.
Integration will involve open borders, free movement of persons particularly. While we desire free movement of goods and services, you find that some states are reluctant for persons to move, but you need the persons to take the goods and services to the countries.
The Nigerian government has justified collection of Chinese loans on there being a cheaper source of finance and also a diversified source of borrowed funds. Lara Forlion, TVC News, Abuja.